What's up, everyone? I'm here today to go through some questions that I get from my YouTube channel, Facebook, etc. I know I don't get a lot of time to interact with my fans. I'm always busy with work, traveling, getting ready for shoots, training clients, etc. So it's a bit crazy. But I thought I'd take some time out when I got some free time to go through some questions. So I've picked out 8 questions to go through. And I want to say my apologies if I get the names wrong, because some of these names are quite creative. But I'll do my best, and I'll get my guys from mbfilms.co.uk when I send this to them to kind of put your names on there, so let you know I'm staying in tune with my fans, and I'm definitely checking the feedbacks I get. Alright, so we're gonna start with Velka Varila. Now Velka Varila says, is 2 times a week arm training too much if I train them hard every time? Now, I don't object to twice a week training a body part. What I would recommend though is to probably do it hard once a week, and then the second time you hit it, is probably give it a light training so you don't go as hard. So 1 day hard and 1 day kind of moderate, which I think would be really good. If you are training it very hard twice a week and you're probably not seeing any growth on it, then you might be overtraining it, and it might be a good idea to just drop it down to once a week. All right, Belka? So I hope that answers your questions. If you have any more questions, just let me know. All right, the next question that comes from Terry McDaniel. Now Terry says he wants to stay ripped, but I want to put on a little muscle. I'm 180 right now, but I want to get to 205. Terry, that's not a little muscle. That's 25 pounds, man. That's a lot. My advice to you, Terry, would be to probably set smaller goals and achieve those smaller goals. I wouldn't concentrate so much on the number right now. I'll probably just concentrate on being consistent and training hard, because as you get older, you're gonna get heavier. You're gonna put on the size. So I'd focus more on setting small goals, like gaining 5 pounds a year or 6 pounds a year, and building on that. I think that would be a lot better and safer for you, as opposed to trying to gain 25 pounds within 2 or 3 months. All right, hope that answers your question, man. But drop me a feedback on this. The other question comes from Jin Train. Now Jin Train wants to know, can he do cardio on an empty stomach as well, besides training abs on an empty stomach like I recommend? I would actually recommend doing cardio on an empty stomach. It's very good for a lot of competitors. They do that. It stimulates your body to burn fat, so it does work. The only 2 times I recommend to do cardio is in the morning, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, or after your strength training. What I don't recommend is you doing your cardio before your strength training, because you've used up your energy fuel, and you wouldn't be able to train or lift as heavy. Your strength kind of goes down. So I recommend you do it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, or do it after you train. And before you get on the treadmill, make sure you take a serving of BCAAs. It's very good. And then you can go and do, that's after your strength training, and then you can go and do your cardio just right after. That is very good because it puts your body in a fat burning mode anyway after your cardio, and after your strength training and going into your cardio, and that stays like that for a nice amount of time after you've even finished training. So that's what I recommend. All right, so keep that in mind, and you're free to do cardio on an empty stomach. But all right, now I want to say thanks to a lot of the guys on my channel that give me a lot of positive feedback and comments. That's great. There's a guy that his name is Isam Susuko. It's a cool name. So I want to say thanks to him and a lot of the other guys that are very positive on there. I mean, there's a lot of argument about whether it's natural or what to eat or what to train and all that kind of stuff. My main thing is that we all live a healthy lifestyle, so we're all in this together, and I think it's best for us to promote the sport and the lifestyle and be positive about it than to actually be arguing. It's good to maybe have ideas of how to train and say what works for you, and that person says what works for them, but to call each other names and cursing and all that stuff is not really called for. So again, let's keep it positive, and let's just share ideas about training. That's what we're all about, really. All right, so thanks again everyone for that. Now, the other question comes from MD5. MD5. So MD5 wants to know, Ulysses, where did you grow up? Good question. I actually grew up in New York. and I moved around a lot actually. My dad is from Sierra Leone, West Africa, so I actually went to school there for a couple years, and it was really good. Went to the same school my dad's from, so it was kind of great. Just a total culture shock coming from New York and going out there, but it was a great experience. So I've lived there, and now I live in Europe. I live in London, and I really liked it. So I've lived in 3 continents, and I've kind of traveled a lot. That's why my accent is a bit, you know, kind of neutral. So I get that question a lot. So for those that want to know, I grew up in the States, lived in Africa for a couple years. I'm living in London now, and you know, and I really like it. I like traveling. I like meeting different people and learning about different cultures. All right, good. Now the next question comes from Tom Davis. Now a little while back, I posted a video of a class that I did at my gym called Guts and Glory, and I had all these comments about people saying CrossFit and bodybuilding doesn't mix and it's not good, and they weren't happy. That was a promo we did for a class that I was running actually, so I don't necessarily train as CrossFit, but I don't have nothing wrong with CrossFit or any form of training principles really. I think there's nothing wrong with going out to play soccer, nothing wrong with playing basketball, nothing wrong with CrossFit. I mean, whatever way you want to exercise, I think is great. And you know, if it works for you, it works for you. So I don't think it's nice to put CrossFit down, because I met some really good guys that are strong and they do CrossFit. But I mean, I'm a bodybuilder first and foremost. But I like other forms of training, and there's nothing wrong with trying it. All right? Okay, guys, so I'm not going into CrossFit, guys. I'm still bodybuilding. All right? Now, the next question comes from Zossman the Birdman. Interesting. That's a creative name. Zossman wants to know if I can come to Melbourne, Australia next year for the FitX Expo 2014. Very good suggestion, bro. I definitely want to come to Australia. I think I need to come there. Got a lot of fans out there, and they're very, very, you know, they're very positive. They want me to come out there. They want me to, you know, come meet them out there. So I think next year I'm going to definitely try to make a trip out to Melbourne at one of the expos. So I'll keep you posted on that on my sites. The last question, last but not least, comes from Fee Juntify. Fee wants to, what did Fee say? Fee said, more videos, bro. You're the best. Thanks a lot, Fee. I really appreciate that. I'm definitely doing more videos. I got actually a series of videos coming out next month, which is going to have training, a diet and nutrition on there, so please be aware of that. I'm actually going to have some meals, some cooking meals in there, so it's going to be really informative, so you can learn how to train, learn how to eat right. So stay tuned to that. And if you like this video or you enjoy this video, just, you know, leave some comments, some good comments for me, and I'll check it out. And I'll always try to make sure I, you know, make a video for my fans and go through the comments and pick out the good ones, and even bad ones if it's negative, and just, you know, explain to them, you know, what they want to know. So that's not a problem. Again, I want to apologize for the names on here, because I don't, you know, some of these names are a bit creative and a bit weird, so if I pronounce your name wrong, my apologies on that. But please stay tuned to my videos coming out in a month. They're gonna be in Ulisses World, so check it out. I would have clips on YouTube, but you're gonna have to come to my site to see the whole video, which is gonna be really good. And my guys from mbefilms.co.uk is gonna post everything up, so I'll keep you guys posted. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been positive and supportive of what I do, and even the guys that are not. You know, I'm very optimistic, and I got a sense of humor, so I don't mind if people don't like what I do. But for the guys that do like what I do, I appreciate it, and I'm always here to help. So I'll stay in touch. All right, peace. Make sure you follow me on my YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook. Stay tuned. Peace.